welcome back to Shakhtar Glory, episode 105. And today is an episode complete of finals. So as you can see on the screen right now, we have got the Champions League final and we have got the Kubok Ukrainy final. Sandwiched in the middle is a final league game against Dynamo Kiev. Now, it's been about 2, maybe 3 weeks since I've recorded this. It's a combination of things. I got really far ahead in the recordings. I knew I had until October. I think it was early September, first week maybe, that I last recorded. I just took a bit of a break, did some other things. There's been a few things going on as well, but primarily just wanted to have a little bit of a break with FM19 coming up, and also just partly it was a little bit of a down of this saves ending. I mean, this is pretty much the last episode, certainly playing the game, and FM18 I'm not going to start another one before 19 comes out. What is it, about another month and a half now, about another 6 weeks maybe, I'm not too sure, somewhere like that. But obviously last time out we had the 2 Barcelona games. I don't actually remember it at all. I know we won 7-1 on aggregate there, we can see, so it was obviously a fantastic result. Should have gone back and watched those episodes myself personally just to see, but I can't really comment on them. It was, like I say, it's about a month ago, so it's absolutely crazy. But since then we've had Zoya in the league, comfortable 6-1 win. Again, I don't remember what happened in the game, but I've got a few notes written down, and Paz got us off to a flyer. In fact, we'll go into them just to... There's a lot of goals in this game. Paulinho got one as well. Kvitsov got a hat-trick. 2 of them right around half-time, and then a penalty on the hour mark, and Alberto as well. The last goal coming on the 61st minute. So all very early. They got a red card on the 60th minute, and that was pretty much as the game went. But against second place, I think it was second place Zoya. We'll have a look at the table in a minute and see how that Kiev game reflects everything. But then we had a 3-0 win against Olympic Donetsk. Perdomo, Drouet and Adrian Rodriguez getting the goals in that one. We did struggle. We missed a penalty, according to my notes, but then we did manage to eventually win the 3-0. With the Champions League final, we do have Kvitsov missing through injury, but we'll take a look at United in a minute. I think they're pretty dominant. I think this is going to be a tougher final than what we've had previously with Real Madrid. But we'll have to see. I know United generally are quite dominant, quite overpowered on FM, so it could be very, very tough. What we also have a look on? With this, I am obviously going to play the Man United game first, but in the editing, I will go back to it second, because I think it's the game we have to end the series on. We're going to play Dynamo Kiev away. I'll show the Karpaty game and talk about Kiev, and then Man United. I'll try not to show too much before bringing you the game. Obviously, so what we'll do, we'll do those. We'll play those games, and in fact, we'll look at the United team. No, I'll record that, but show it afterwards. So you'll see next the Karpaty game, and then we'll click into the Man United game. And just so you know, this is ending on a Friday, fittingly. So it's the end of my sort of calendar week as I record generally, and the end of the series. But I will be doing some stuff probably next week. I'm not sure how long it will take to get it done on my computer, but I'm going to go 5 years into the future, do an episode, and I'll do a further 5 seasons, so 10 in total, and just see how the world in this sort of alternate reality has gone on, how Shakhtar get on, what else happens in the FM universe, as you were. So you'll cut to shortly seeing me play the Karpaty game and talking about Kiev, but first I personally have to play United game, so be right back. I've obviously played the Champions League final. That's coming up later in the episode, so not giving away any spoilers of what happened in that game. You have to wait and see for yourself. I'm trying to keep my voice as neutral as possible. There's no happiness, there's no unhappiness. You just have to wait and see what happens. We did play the Dynamo Kiev game. I think they may have been affected a little bit as well, but not as badly. But if you look, we've got hardly any Ukrainian players that you'd recognise in the team. They are all on international duty. I don't know if it's an under-21 thing. No, it can't be, because Yaremchuk and Matvienko have gone as well, and Lukashevich. There's some Ukrainian game, international game on, and it just absolutely wiped out the whole team. I had to bring the young goalkeeper, who is going to be pretty good, Lazarev, through. Yalda Silva classes as a homegrown player, and Yurchenko got in as well. Fininho counts as well, I think. So we just about had enough. I didn't have to delve into the under 18s or under 21s. Not that there was many I could pick from anyway. Lazarev was the only one I had to. Besedin was still there, I think. Pretty sure he's a Ukrainian international. He is. Didn't go. There's a few others they had as well, but this Zinchenko I noticed was 16, because I thought it was the Man City one, but it's not. But I mean, they weren't as badly affected, but we won 4-0. We did the job. Alberto, the front three basically all chipping in with 4 goals between them. They didn't really come to play. We were allowed to play, so it was all good. So we're going to now jump into the lineups for the domestic cup final, the Kubok Ukrainy against Karpaty. So here are the lineups that both teams are going with. I think they might have a few of our players on loan, so obviously can't play today. So they're going with a 4-1-4-1. Quite defensive, but I mean, not as defensive as you see some teams go with. We've gone with the traditional 4-3-3. It's the team, pretty much the best team we can stick with. It's the team that I think pretty much man for man played against Dynamo Kiev. So yeah, hopefully for a similar performance in there, if not better. We'll let the assistant take the team talk. Wasn't the best, but he recovered a few. Kouassi's, he's on loan with them. A lot of the press between this game was about that. He's got 14 goals, 15 goals on loan for them this season. He's someone I want to sell as well. I mean, obviously it's not up to me anymore after this season, this episode. I will be resigning. I'm going to record the intro for the 5 years one pretty much straight after this, and yeah, it's going to involve resigning. But I'll leave that. He's not my problem anymore. As we kick off, we're shooting left to right in our gold and black. Kvitsov is back, fortunately, so he gives us another Ukrainian option. Not sure how fit he is. I think he looks okay. So maybe that is a slight difference there. Did someone else different play in the... As within 3 minutes we're 1-0 up. I mean, obviously we won the last cup final last year. Was it 10-0 or 10-1 or something? So if we can come close to doing something like that again, that would be absolutely amazing. Great ball through. Alberto, and at the near post he just buries it, just smashes it in. 1-0 from 2 shots. But I mean, every highlight is us. It doesn't look like they're going to be causing any trouble. One thing that did happen just before this game is that Espesh demonstrated unhappiness because he wants to move to FC Barcelona. The trusted talk of why do you want to leave this club and this group of players seemed to work, so he's happy for now. But he might be someone that the new manager struggles to keep as well. There could be a bit of a fire sale happening, but we'll see that in the 5 years going forward and episode, and I'll talk about it probably in the intro as well. I'm just putting things in my mind ready for that intro, which by the time I get there I'll probably completely forget. So I'm trying to give myself a fighting chance of remembering them just by dropping them in here, which is probably a bit untimely. As they go to try to lob our goalkeeper, it's pretty much their only shot of the game. They've had 2 shots on the game, none on target. They kick off this time, shooting left to right. And we sweep up, clear up at the back there. That's the only sort of thing I can see maybe doing something. An individual error resulting in a chance or a goal for them. I don't really see much else, and that is pretty much it. An individual error on the left-hand side. At the right-hand side, a man's not getting picked up, and they have scored their first shot on target. And at 1-1, we are getting slightly FM'd. So he let him go. He let him get the cross in. There's 3 of them there. Between them, they've let him get his cross in. No one's at the back stick with Shved, and it's an easy tap in for Grin in the end. But we regroup, get the ball back, and if we can go again, build again, hopefully we can catch them here. And Adir, he gives us the width, and we're now dominating the width. And Drouet off the bench, I think it's his first touch. He scores the goal. Can't say we don't deserve it on the balance of the game, balance of play. They've had literally 1 chance, scored their goal. Had a little bit of a sort of half chance to create something. Didn't really do it. And Adir punishes them with a great ball in. Drouet's there at the near post. Bosch, 2-1. And hopefully we can build on that now and see the game out. Yeah, we needed to win that. We did. And Alberto is in behind here. Great ball. And Mohamed slots it bottom corner. Bottom left-hand corner. That's 89 minutes. 3-1. That is 100% game over. That is a cup final. Another domestic cup in our pocket. And we can, I was going to say, go on to the Champions League final in all confidence. But I've actually already played it. So it has absolutely no bearing. It's just the way you're seeing it. It's all backward in my mind. And 3-1. Great result. We're in 3D TV mode here, just so we can capture the trophy giving in all its glory. Should be any minute now. Well, there's about 40 seconds left of the 4 minutes added on. And he gets a great tackle out Da Silva. No nonsense tackle with 15 seconds to go. barring something ridiculous, that should be another all-in tackle. Just absolute monstrosity of a tackle that just wins the ball, and great tackle. And there's the trophy. We do lift it. We've not seen us do many of these. We've lifted a lot of trophies. Not seen us do this too often with the ticker tape going. And yeah, this is something I'd like to see improved in FM19. Perhaps maybe a little bit. Obviously, just recently the new features have come out. I've had a little bit of a look, not too much. I like to experience it firsthand in the game. Obviously, there's a lot of talk on Twitter, a lot of videos going up on YouTube. I mean, I get why people do it. It does draw views in, and you know, if people have got an interest in it, they will watch it. I like to just experience it for myself personally. I'll when I play the game for the first time, I'll try and learn it that way. I want to go in fresh, new, and not look too much. I'll probably have a little bit of a look, but nothing too in depth. But yeah, so an improvement of the 3D features. I mean, obviously my computer can't handle amazing 3D graphics, so maybe not too much, but something a little bit of an improvement would be good. So what we'll do, I've obviously played it, but you will now go on to see the footage of the Champions League final and the wind up of the series, win, lose, or draw and extra time penalties, whatever way it goes. So it's against Man United, so you'll be back shortly. You'll see the team lineups and the commentary of the game. See you shortly. So this is me fresh from the recording of the intro. Obviously, in the edit and the video as you watch it, you would have just seen the Karpaty game. So me here speaking now, no idea what happens. If we win that or not, I'm not too sure. Do we finish the actual season on a high? I don't know. But the Champions League is what we're really here for. So we're going to take a quick jump in to see what United are all about. Now, there's no captain, there's no vice captain, and David De Gea is still their key player. Viktor Goncharenko is their manager. Very strange appointment there. I'm not sure. Let's see where he's sort of come from, what he's done. So during the game time, he has been at CSK Moscow for a good few years. To be fair, they did really well in Champions League, got quite far in quite a lot of competitions, but they've been doing that, I think, since he left. 22. So he's been there at the start of this season. Yeah, so last season they were doing quite well. Has he won anything of note? So they won the Russian Cup and League, or runners up quite a lot of times. So let's see here. Oh, that's with is that Bartei Borisov? I think it is. I'm not too sure. So in the game he was at CSK Moscow. So that's about here somewhere. Europa League playoffs. First knockout round. Winners here. That's the local cups and leagues. Again, local. Runners up in the Europa League in 2021, so a couple of years ago. Back to the league titles, yeah, league cups, that sort of thing. And he runners up in the Carabao Cup this year. Finished 4th in the Premier League. So the Premier League is set by the looks of it. Yep, it's finished, 38 games all played. We've obviously got one more league game to play, so they've got a bit more of a... No, I wouldn't say they've got an advantage on us, actually, because we've been able to rest, rotate, and it's more the last cup final game that's going to hamper, really, not this game so much. We're going in with a full-strength rested team. They were clear of Tottenham in 5th. Where are Arsenal? Oh, wow, down in 12th. We'll take a quick look at them just from a personal point of view in a minute. 1 point behind Liverpool, a couple behind Chelsea, but Man City storming it away. Man United have had a bit of luck in the league. They've had one title since Chelsea won it last season officially, real life. So Arsenal actually won the first Premier League season. Man City have won sort of 4 of the last 5. With Man United, like I say, grabbing one in the middle. Premier League's still the best league in there. No Man United players really showing up in here that I can see. Dele Alli's still doing it, but for Man City, Harry Kane's still there. Tammy Abraham's at Wolves and banging in the goals. Victor Lindelof, player of the match, so he's still there. So we'll have a look at the players as well. Who have they actually got? I don't know if it's a bit of a glitch, but I keep seeing a lot of teams, that leagues I've got loaded, they don't have any captains or key players, that sort of thing. I don't know. I thought that was Didier Domi for a minute, of Newcastle fame, but obviously he's long since retired. Was it him that got the whack in the face? No, that was Olivier Bernard, wasn't it? Very good left back here. Young, looking to develop. They paid 25 million for him. He's done okay. Who else have we got? Romagnoli's in there. Inigo Martinez. Bailey's still there. Lindelof playing right back, bizarrely. Ricardo Rodriguez not really getting a look in. Will Hughes of current Watford Derby as well. 36 million for him. He's having probably his best season. Not a big goal return, but a good few assists and a good average rating. His best sort of rating since he left Watford. We've got João Pinto. It's not the João Pinto of the golden generation of Portuguese football in the 90s. Not even from the same club. Juan Mata's still there, 35 years old now, on the way out. Quincy Promise is there. I remember seeing that deal go through on the game. I think it was a big one. He went to PSG first of all. I think I remember seeing the PSG deal. Maybe we might have mentioned the Man United one at some point, but he's not really firing for them. Cervi, not sure how you say it. He's there. The Argentine, I think he's from Benfica, I want to say. Yeah, Benfica via Real Madrid. 41 million. He's having a decent season, so he's one to look out for. Tavio, I think, is the young wonder kid that starts at Porto. I think I signed him on my Arsenal save pretty much at the start, and he went on to be quite good, but he's having a really good season, goals and assists for them. Lukaku's still there, but it looks like he's going to miss through injury, twisted ankle. He is. Is he? He's decent, doing well still. I think he might be their main striker, but we'll see that shortly. Rashford is still there, 25 years old. 1 goal in 20 appearances. I mean, not great. He might be playing out wide. I don't know. They've got Diego Costa, now 34. Might be leading the line. I mean, he's got 3 goals and 7, so not doing too badly. He's paid 45 million for him, and I mean, yeah, he was quite old to spend that sort of money on, wasn't he? Oh, Icardi, he's the main man, isn't he? Yep, he's definitely the main man. He's the one to worry about. So we've got 45 million 2 seasons ago. Probably not justifying the money they paid for him, but he's a goal threat, certainly. Someone we've got to look out for. But quite a small squad. We've got a few injuries. Romagnoli's going to be injured. This guy's not going to be eligible. Mata could probably feature, but probably won't. And Lukaku's missing as well. So quite a good few players missing. Tactically, they are playing a 4-2-3-1. Oh, they got Frank Kessie. I didn't see him in there. How did I miss him? He's from Milan, of course. I think he was at Atalanta before. I had his Atalanta card, I think, on FIFA a year or 2 back. Speaking of FIFA, probably not going to be getting it this year. Still on the fence between FIFA, PES, or none of the above. Got a lot of big pile of shame. I did put it on Twitter a week or 2 back. Massive pile of shame to work through. Probably might do some of that and do something in the interim between now and sort of FM19. FIFA would probably rule my life and probably actually stop me doing FM19 on YouTube, because I don't have time for both. And to be honest, I probably wouldn't have time to do FIFA. I started FM last year after I'd sort of got bored of FIFA and given up the grind, really. And my daughter used to nap so during the day, so I could get on and do the squad battles, do the week, try and have a little bit of crack on the weekend league and stuff like that. Not so much the weekend league, but more squad battles and that. She doesn't anymore. I don't get on the Xbox during the day weekend. My time is literally after sort of 10:30 most days of the week. But he's having a good season, Frank Kessie. But yeah, I'll probably mention stuff about FIFA and plans and stuff. I've got a FM19 plans video, and that'll probably be a sort of FM and sort of general YouTube plans video I'll do, but I'll probably record that after this if I've got time, actually. So keep a lookout for that as well. I'll probably feature somewhere in between the 5 and 10 years, hopefully. Probably do the Monday, the Friday with the plans on the Wednesday. That's in my head. Whether it will go that way, I don't know. Now, do we have any history with this team? Let's have a look. Analysis. We played them in the Shakhtar Trophy in 2017. So that was our first season. We drew 0-0, so not too bad. But we played 1, drawn 1. Yeah, 0-0. There's not too much going on. It was a pre-season friendly, by the looks of it. Yeah, pre-season friendly. Probably more for money than anything. We weren't at our home ground. We were at the old ground we were playing at before we moved back. So yeah, we'll jump into the game now. You will shortly see the lineups. So here are the lineups that both teams are going with. So we're going with the 3 at the back. Obviously, Kvitsov is injured, so Chainer steps in. Got Paulinho Mohamed and Nuri Alberto. We've got the young lad, local lad Yakovlev on the bench. We've got some very good young, very competent subs. They've gone with Icardi up front, obviously. Serving Charlie Musonda from Chelsea, isn't it? I don't know where he is in real life. Did Chelsea sell him? No, they kept hold of him, loaned him to Inter. Then they sold him to Istanbul. Is that the team that... No, it's not. I thought that was the team that Dodgy Gamer was playing with. It's not. It's he's using... I'm not going to try and pronounce it. I'm normally pretty good with most team pronunciation. Well, not really good, but used to be. Not with this team or the team that Dodgy's playing with, but he'll know all about them, and I'm sure he'll be able to pronounce that as well. But he's since recently signed for 3.8, averagey kind of season. I'm guessing he's featuring because of suspension or injury to others. Servy's there, Will Hughes, Frank Kessie, Ricardo Rodriguez is back in, Inigo Martinez, Bailly and Lindelof with De Gea in goal. Now on the bench, Otavio I thought would be prime position for this centre attacking midfielder role. He is absolutely class, but I can't be too disappointed he's not playing. So we're going to jump into the game. We're going to hand over to assistant. That didn't really work. So let's see if we can get some more green going. We'll go passionate. Get out there, mate. That's what we're talking about. Rothro isn't involved because he hasn't been all season. So why would he be today? So yeah, you're seeing this after I've played the other games, so I don't know how they've gone yet. But this would be a fantastic way to end the series, end this season, end everything, end FM18 essentially as well. But I'm not under any qualms that this is going to be a massive effort. We've done amazingly to get as far as we have. We've played a few different new teams. Yeah, we've had a good season, probably a bit more consistent than we were last year, and we've taken an early lead. 2 minutes in, it's Yuri Alberto, assisted by Paulinho. The Brazilian boys linking up nicely, and our first shot on goal after 2 minutes. Where are we playing? I think I did mention it in one of the episodes a little while back. We'll have a look in a minute. I think it's in Germany. But Matt Vienkov, a great ball down the line, finds Paulinho, good ball right across the 6-yard line, and Yuri Alberto leaps at the back post, heads it past De Gea. No chance. 1-0 Shakhtar Donetsk. And we're on our way early doors to rounding off this very nicely, but still a lot of football to be played. As we have a goal kick here from Lunin out to Shayna. He needs to not dally about there too much. He's giving it away with a really bad pass. And they're on the... Oh, Icardi. He'd have a good chance, but he does clear it. We get out to him. Not quite. Hughes. Someone mark Rodriguez. That'd be amazing. And Lewis Williams immediately. Pretty much immediately. What's that, like 5 minutes later? Levels things up. And insert peep show gif. Was it Mark running, claiming to be an athlete runner, and then what an absolute boob I was about 10 seconds ago.
Cram! I'm a vet! I'm unstoppable! Jesus, is that a stitch? Fuck, I think I'm going to be sick. I've got to slow. I need to walk. Oh, I think I'm going to puke. I'm literally going to die. What an idiotic boob I was back 10 or 11 seconds ago.
We're talking about winning the title, win the Champions League, rounding off the season in expert fashion, and they immediately equalise. But we're back with another highlight. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a bit of a classic final the way it's going at the moment. It's not going to be one that just sort of fades through. Paz Paulinho, and a good save by De Gea. A corner, but not going to... He says it's not going to go anywhere as Yuri Alberto lashes it in the far corner. We are 2-1 up. Probably against the run of play. I mean, we've brought the shots back. The possession is a bit closer than it was. We have brought it back, but, I mean... A draw at this stage probably is the fair result. I mean, we didn't do much in the first half. We haven't done a great deal in the second half. We have scored, though. And we've got 2 goals. We've been a bit clinical, more clinical. But with 5 minutes to go, hopefully we can hold on here. Mohamed finds Paulinho. Haven't seen much of Mohamed this game. He's been a bit quiet, a bit disappointing, but he's been amazing the last... Oh, as he goes to show me up again nearly, but 2-1 going into the last... Well, 5 minutes added time. I mean, talk about Fergie time. It's Man United. And Lunin is very far at his goal, taking a free kick there. Don't want to see that. Don't lose it now. He's back in goal, luckily. So if we did lose it, he's not leaving a massive void in our goal. Can you find the right back, Matasan? He doesn't. He switches back out to left to Adir. Finds Paulinho. Squares it. Oh, it's just not quite. Oh, and Rashford here. Fresh legs, fast legs, but Schrom just steps in. Oh, and the ball over the top is a fantastic ball here. Paulinho, just hold on to it. Don't do anything. Just hold on to it. Oh, and is that a mistake by United? Mohamed? He slots it in. We talked about him being quiet. I've got to be quiet myself. My daughter is asleep upstairs. My wife is possibly asleep upstairs. If not watching, is it The Circle? Probably on TV. But Paulinho, looks like he gets chopped by Bailly. I was just waiting for a free kick and maybe a red card. But Bailly just lumps it to nowhere, really. And Mohamed just lashes in the header forward from Hurtado. 3-1, game, set and match. And this comes right after this is the Sunday, so you're probably seeing it the Friday. This is the Sunday just before. It's probably the closest I've got to a recording recently, as we get a free kick. And United, we should have shown the clip of us winning the title. United just lost to... Who did they lose to? It was someone they shouldn't be losing to. It wasn't Burnley. I've totally forgotten. I'll try and get it on my phone, have a look quickly. But Mourinho's possibly on the way out. He isn't at United anymore, but it's the similar result, and we've beaten United in the final, and we have back-to-back Champions Leagues. I'm quite flabbergasted, really. Now, I'm going to have to record and wind up the series here, because obviously I've still got to play the Dynamo Kiev game and the cup final, and you'll know the result of that before I do right now recording, so it's really very strange. So if you have enjoyed this series, enjoyed this video, enjoyed this everything to do with Shakhtar, enjoyed my content, please do smash a like down below, drop a sub while you're there. I will be bringing out some Football Manager 19 content obviously when it drops. My main idea unfortunately has been announced by someone else, so all the work I've done on the screenshots etc and thumbnails and that has kind of gone a little bit to waste. So I might do it as a second one, seeing if he keeps it up or not. I might do it as well. I'm not too sure. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so drop a sub for that. Keep an eye out for those videos. I will be doing so FM19. I'll be doing some other stuff in the lead up to it as well. I've got some ideas. I'm going to probably do some old Championship Manager, maybe some old Football Manager episodes. Yeah, if you've enjoyed it, like I say, smash a like. Smash a sub on the chat button. Any comments as well, if you've got any ideas for FM19, because like I say, I'm not 100% set on my backup save, but I've got a few ideas. One primarily, which was my number, there was two I had primarily, one of them has been taken. I will discuss it in that other video. So I've got another one. I'm not 100% set on it, so anything else of interest or a little bit different, I'm all ears, so drop a comment. And until, well, I'll do the 5 and 10 year episodes, so you'll see them and the other things I do. But if FM is your thing and FM19, I'll see you there, if not before. Take care.